We got volume now. Is the volume working now? If not, I will fix that. But just let me know if it's working now. Right, let me try and fix this. Is the volume working now? Are we working? It's working, yeah? Sound. There we go. Welcome back to Falcon Blues TV, you filthy animals. I will be with you now. I'm just going to share the link out on social media. Thanks for pointing out that the volume wasn't on. Sorted now, though, which I'm very glad about. The FA Cup Draw will be in about 10-15 minutes by the looks of it. 10-15 minutes. So I'm just going to share this link out while it's on now. You just want to get. I mean, it's a tough one, really, because it's, you know, it's now. But FA Cup third round, I don't even know who are the lower league teams that are in it, but I'm sure there's a couple. I know Wigan got through only on penalties. I only know that because of Phil. He's a big Wigan fan. But right, live. Now give me the leave stream. I am live now. Not shorts, give me lives. How's everyone doing this evening? Thanks for joining us on a Monday evening. I haven't been live. I think the last time I went live was it would have been the transfer window. Cheers, happy Monday, everyone. You can probably see a bit of it on the back. There's Peter Crouch and Joe Cole. And they are going to be doing the live draw soon, very soon. Daniela says the red shite at home easy. Well, they're not doing so well, are they? They're not doing so well. Someone's been throwing Salah under the bus, apparently. Don't know about that. I think Salah's out of order there myself. Can see why they've dropped him. Can't be doing that. No one's bigger than the club, and he should have been dropped early because he's been playing shite. Like, without sounding horrible, he has. But, yeah, well, we might talk about that in a minute, actually. Quite the topic about our red neighbours not doing so well. Not that I'm gutted for them, like, but Tony, what he's watching, he's a Liverpool fan. What's your thoughts, Tony? Do you think he should be dropped? Do you think he's right in what he said, or I don't think he is? I think he needs to check his ego there. Right. No, we don't want that. Let's have a look. Link. Emma says, long live the egg. I wonder who she's talking about there. Who's the egg? Is everyone happy with the result on Saturday? I know I was. I was completely sober that game as well. I had daddy crew duties to deal with afterwards, but very much enjoyed it still. Great win. And we should be going live on Instagram as well. Oh, let me just share this out so people can see that one online. The draw's not started yet. It says 7:15, but they're always late. Don't know who's doing it this year, but it better not be fucking Tony Adams. Give us a few bad draws in. Right, who do I need to send that link to? That is done. Posted on Twitter. Copy link. Oh, Emma says always loved that Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, he scored a good pen. I think he's got 3 and 3 for them now. Fair play to him. I know some people give him shit, but left. Done all right for Everton. He didn't do great. His last couple of seasons were a bit shite, but scored that goal against Palace. He had that one really good season under Ancelotti. But other than that, he was pretty average, to be fair. But what am I doing? League. Sorry, I will be with you now once I sort all this out. You'll have my undivided attention then. Falcon Blues TV. Danny Ellis says he was sick, he couldn't be there for the game. But he will be there, he'll be 10. Whoa, I'm back. I think laptop has just decided to shut itself down, but don't worry, I've got backups. Right. FA Cup Draw is taking place now. Preston have just drew Wigan Athletic. There you go, Phil. Quite close to you there. Ipswich Town are at home to Blackpool. Don't even know what number. Everton number 15, by the way. So Joe Cole's just pulled out number 44, which is Wrexham at home. I wouldn't mind going to Wrexham. Go on, Peter Crouch. Joe Cole and Peter Crouch are doing it, by the way. It's not us, it's 26. So Wrexham play at home to Nottingham Forest. The Scabs, who we just battered. Lucky Scabs. So we've got Charlton Athletic at home. Geez, we haven't been in the Valley for a few years. Playing Chelsea. London Derby, even though there's a million London Derbies. No, just someone nice and easy at home, I want. Brackley or Burton at 22 is Man City. Don't even dare, Peter Crouch. If you do this, if you draw Everton out, Crouch, you're going on the fucking list, you lanky prick. 61, it's not us, thank God for that. You're all right, Crouch. Take that back. I like Peter Crouch. Always have. Manchester City are playing Exeter. Did really well with Exeter on Footy Manager, but that's the day off another day. West Ham at home, and they are going to play number 52, so it's not us. By the way, as you can see in the link below, I am doing the Everton quiz, the Everton Christmas quiz in the Blue House on Friday. The winning team gets £250. That's right, £250. Pints of Carlin and Claus are only £2.50. Bottles of wine at £12 if the ladies want to come. We've got signed stuff to give away as well. Everton signed stuff, bar tabs, all sorts of cool shit. Some pot noodles as well. Sheffield Wednesday are playing Brentford. Fulham are home to Middlesbrough. Brother lives near Middlesbrough. Everton are at home to Sunderland. Everton are at home to Sunderland. So could have been worse. Could have been better, but that's it. So that is Everton are at home to Sunderland in the FA Cup round 3. Martin Cummins says, come on, Paul, sort it out. I did sort it out eventually. Got it there. Liverpool are at home to Barnsley. Nice, easy one to start with. What number are we? We're number 15. Chances of a ticket for an away game these days. Ironic, innit? Everton 3-0 Scab. Do you think crossing the lines, they'd have done more? Good shout, Mr. Cummings. Burnley are playing Millwall. I'm glad I'm not going to fucking Millwall. Let's put it that way. Manley says at least we're at home. Yeah, we are. We are. Not the easiest game. Norwich are playing Walsall. I may as well carry it on. Anyone else who's watching? Martin Cummins says all we can ask for is a home draw. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Sunderland are doing really well, but I think we owed them one after the away game, so I thought we should have been 3-0. Oh, Portsmouth have got Arsenal. Be a good game. Actually doing it pretty quick. Derby County are home to number 19, which is, let me see, Leeds. Dirty Leeds. Do you know what? This draw's boring. Does anyone remember when Rod Stewart did it for the Scottish FA Cup and it was with Alan Stubbs? Wow, that was funny, that. Danny Ellis says half the Sunderland team are half the African nations. I hope so. They'll have a couple there, yeah. We'll be missing in Ghana, but That'll be a big... What does everyone think about Ndai going? Because I've got a feeling he's going to start McNeil at the dribbling, you know. And Paul McNeil did all right when he come on the other day, but this young lad we paid 45 million for him. He needs to get some minutes, don't he? Manly asked you to the striker. They got Barnsley, yeah. They got Barnsley at home. Boreham Wood at home. Brackley Town or Burton. At least one of them will go in the fourth round, though. But I think you can see by the disappointment on the faces there, they were open for one of the big boys. And they didn't get that. Was Chris Cabana the ref on Saturday? If anyone can answer that. Was he? Because I've got this here. Which, to be honest, I can kind of just take those refs' names and put anyone else in, really, because they're all shite. But I suppose got a bit of an assist, didn't he, with that second goal, which Dice was kicking off about. Although it didn't change the direction. Who are Western-super-Mare? Grimsby Town based in Western-super-Mare. It's like a shock. Never heard of them in my life. Western-super-Mare? I didn't even know that was a team. Martin Cummins says, Paul, did you get on the flag I had draped over the advertising section in between the two tier notes on? It's a copite or gobshite, and Merseyside is blue. I did not, man. I did not, but at the next home game, if that's there again, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Newcastle are at home, and they are home to number 1. AFC Bournemouth, another Premier League draw. That's good. So, you know, you want to see the Premier League teams play each other, get knocked out. Number 52, which is Milton Keynes Dons, the ones who ripped off Wimbledon. Call them scabs as well. I went to watch Oasis in Milton Keynes years ago. They're playing Oxford. Would have had fucking Oxford or Milton Keynes at all. Jesus. Cheltenham Town. Oh, I would have loved to go to Cheltenham. Not just for the racing, for footy. Hello, Alan. Hello, Gambler. Who are the big ones so far? So Everton are playing Sunderland at home. Liverpool are playing Barnsley at home. Man United haven't been on yet, but I will keep you updated. Cambridge United versus Birmingham City. United still haven't been drawn. So it's number 8, which is Bristol City. Bristol City are playing Watford. So far left, we've got Brighton, Palace, United, Macclesfield, Coventry, Sheffield United, Stoke and Mansfield to come. So that's Stoke City at home. And they will be playing number 12, which is Coventry, top of the table, Coventry. Frank Lampard is absolutely flying. Tough game for Liverpool there, Gambler says, yeah, any game's a tough game for them now. Macclesfield are at home, and they're going to be playing Crystal Palace, which only leaves 4 teams now. '23. So Man United are at home, Alan. Man United are at Old Trafford, and they will be playing number 7, which is Brighton. So another Premier League time. Tough game, that. Tough game for Man United. And the last 2 names are Sheffield United and Mansfield. It's really just who's going to be at home, innit? And it will be Sheffield United at home to Mansfield. So quite a couple of Premier League, a lot of Premier League, all Premier League games there playing each other. Everton got Sunderland at home. Could have been better, could have been worse. At least we're at home. And now, Jesus, the size of Peter Crouch next to Joe Cole there. So what's this? Ian Clark. Hello, Ian. Says Western Supermar's John Cleese's hometown. Is it really, yeah? That where Fawlty Towers is located then? Never heard of them. Alan says Brighton. Well, at least we made the third. Yeah, you know, well, You're at home, playing well the last few weeks. Not the last. I will be watching the Wolves game, Alan, and I'm going to be honest. I'm hoping Wolves win purely because Everton are in the top 6 now. You know, do you know what? By the way, I need to mention my neck is killing. It's been killing for the last few days because I think it's looking down the league and seeing where Liverpool are. Sorry, Tony, if you're still watching. But it's right, Martin. Appreciate that. Now, what do we all think about Salah? Do you think he's right? Do you think Slot's wrong? I think he's a prick. He's got a big ego there saying, oh, he threw me under the bus. They haven't. He's not been playing well. He's been dropped for a reason. And to say you deserve to start and all that nonsense, I don't know. I think he's pushing for a move to Saudi. He's doing that to engineer a move because he hasn't put a transfer request in. So now they'll have to pay him off if he gets sold. Pay the remainder of his massive contract. But he's put his feet up, hasn't he, since he got his new contract. But nice one, Danny. Appreciate that. Alan says, my neck is sore from one day in the top half. It is lately, it is, yeah. It is, just looking down, yeah. But it's nice, though, because it's been pretty brutal for Everton the last few years. So, got to enjoy this while it lasts. It might not last forever. I doubt it will. Thanks for persevering through my technical gremlins. It's a lot easier doing it on my phone. Laptop just decided to have a day off. Salad. Do you think he'll go in January, though? I just see Danny Murphy doesn't think it'll happen. But I don't know. It's hard to come back from something like that. They're either going to say, right, sack the manager and get someone else in. But I don't know. I just think it's completely out of order to. Well, you say he's been thrown under the bus. I think he's threw the manager under the bus, really. No one's bigger than the club. And I think most ex-Liverpool players will say the same. I've seen Graham Souness wasn't happy about it, Danny Murphy. I can't wait to hear what Jamie Carragher's got to say, because he's been asking the last few weeks, hasn't he, going, why is Salah not talking? Why is he not doing interviews? Only does it when it's man of the match. But, I mean, look, I think we're all kind of enjoying their downfall, because imagine being us, as this thing they've been saying. Imagine being them. Yeah, imagine spending their $500 million and being where you are in the league. I'm not... I don't feel sorry for them. I don't. They've had a lot of success. He's definitely gone, Alan says. Smells like the Ronaldo thing from Ten Hag. Yeah, that's a good point, that. Maybe Salah will go on Piers Morgan next and do an interview. To be fair, though, right, I remember watching that interview that Ronaldo did, and he was saying stuff like, you know, the gym equipment is still the same from when he was last there. I know Gary Neville's mentioned about the stadium and stuff, and we've seen it last season. I think it was Arsenal when the leaks were coming through. Those Glazers are absolute robbing bastards. They have just took their money, not reinvested in the club, and I'm talking about the infrastructure, the stadium. United are still one of the biggest clubs in the world, but those owners have just been fleecing the place for money and not really putting it back in themselves. Martin Cummins, your computer having a day off, just like the red shite defence and attack having a season off. Alan says Piers needs a few salads. Yeah, well, maybe so do I at the minute, but it's Piers is a prick, isn't he? He's an Arsenal fan as well, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Ian Clark says Salah will get sold. He's going to be a problem for the new manager. But yeah, I think so. I'm curious to see how many players agree with him. You know, maybe someone like Van Dijk probably will agree with him, but I think some of the other players will be like, no, that's out of order, because I think it is. He's left the manager to hang and dry there. That was it's something that they don't need. Do you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, someone said, oh, well, they asked him. He didn't. He went out to that Norwegian TV channel and went out and spoke to them, because he's obviously frustrated and that. But I've just seen before on Sky News that Liverpool have just dropped him. He's not going to Italy tomorrow when they play Inter Milan, which probably the best thing to do. But yeah, it's very interesting what's going on there. But it's what it is, isn't it? There's no loyalty in football no more. There isn't. And I'm going to say, I love the club. Do you? Yeah. Don't be fucking bad-mouthing them in the press like that. Things like that should be done behind doors. You know what I mean? Just if he's not happy, go and have a word with the manager. But when he said he's got no relationship with him, I thought, Bad news for Slot. Do we think he'll get sacked? I mean, I'm in favour of keeping him in. Give him more time. He hasn't had much time, and he's only had $500 million to spend. But yeah, there's the draw in total. Everton gets Sunderland on their own. I'm going to call it a day soon because I've got a few things to do. But I was going to say that I haven't went live since probably it was the transfer window. It was in August, and we'll probably the next time we'll probably go live will be the January transfer window where we probably won't sign anyone. But we broke it up this time though, because the last time we did the transfer window, we did sign someone finally, and it was who was it? Roll. It was Roll, but it was done after the times. Okay, Martin Cummins says, how sad have players become now signing $400,000 a week a few months ago and now wants to bail? Money grabbing bastards. Yeah, the money some of them are on is silly, and I think he's been, took his foot off the gas, shall we say, Salah, since he got that contract. Alan says Salah hasn't been the same since Jota. Yeah, well, a few people were saying since he got his new contract, I thought Liverpool in the second half of the season, once they kind of won the league, they weren't that great. I remember didn't Slot go to Ibiza? He was DJing and stuff like that. So I don't know whether they've just sort of think, well, we'll just dominate this league again. But the money they've spent, you can see why he's under pressure. Like, and Danny Ellis says still picking up his wages. Oh yeah, I mean, by rights, the club should fine him for that. Surely must be something in the contract where he can't just disparage the club like that and the manager. It was out of order. And United are playing Wolves tonight. It's a big game. Wolves without a win, only 2 points on the board. Surely it's a home surely it's a home win for Man United. I think even if Man United drew today, there would be serious pressure on Amaron there. What's your thoughts, Alan? What's your thoughts? Do you think it'll be an easy win for Man United? I know Rob Edwards has come to Wolves. I believe he's a Wolves fan. But I don't know why he took that job. I really don't. I think he was at Borough. And he was at Borough and they were, doing all right in the league. Got more chance of them coming up than because Wolves I think they're done. It's going to be, I think they're already 10 points off safety. That's a lot to come back from. You know what I mean? Alan says, Anne is the Moanator. It's one of them where, like, I'm sticking up for Slot in that sense, but I think he's made a lot of wrong decisions. Don't know why he's playing as a box-line, right back, then right mid. He's a centre mid, and he's the best centre mid they've got. He's a good player. Why he's persevering with Kirkby when he got Robertson on the bench? Just put Robinson in. He's a good player, and he'll play for the shirt and whatnot. Kirkby might come good, but he spent an awful lot of money, and people can argue, oh well, the players take time to gel. I don't know why they signed Isaac. I don't think Liverpool needed him. I think they needed a centre half. The lad from Palace that they nearly got, that should have been a priority in my opinion. But anyway, enough talk about it. Enough talk about that mid-table team from Merseyside. The one that are below us. Right, I'm on a 4-1, lads. Up front, we'll run them muck. You reckon United are going to win 4-1? Okay, Ian Clark. Last man comp down to about 50. Sure, quite a few will be on Man U. So hope Wolves get results. I haven't been in the last man for about a year, but last man is... Do you know who always lets me down in last man, Ian? It's always Everton. And I'm talking, I remember we were at home to Norwich a few years ago, thought, I'll pick Everton. Got to win here. We lost 2-0. Huddersfield at home again. We drew 0-0. So fucking, I'm not great with last man. I always tend to, I'm going to join the next time one of my mates starts one up though. But I am going to watch the Man United game tonight. I have to leave shortly because I've got to go and feed and walk the dog. Got to go and walk Maximo. No, hello, Terry Marden. Terry Marden, what a guy. Terry says, that's going to be some cup game against Sunderland. We should be good enough to get past them at home. Up the fucking toffees, Colin Chong is right, Terry. Nice to see you yesterday, Terry, at the Christmas market. Thanks for your purchases. I will dig that shirt out for you as well. If anyone doesn't know who's watching, Terry Marden just goes globally and puts stickers everywhere. And his wife records it, the producer. She records all of them, and we'll put some on our YouTube channel, and we'll have some more to put up as well. But what a guy. He has got those stickers everywhere. Even Jonathan found one in Tenerife, and we knew it was you because no one else can get that out. That's all. By the way, this shirt is from Forever Everton. And if you go onto Forever Everton's website, if you want to use the promo code Falcon20, you will get money off, and that's Falcon with all capitals. So, yeah. Good evening, Terry. I like that. Good evening. I love that. That's a probably nice way. Ian Clark says, haha, yeah, mate. Had Everton against Forest, so he survived. Well, I thought that was going to be a tough game against Forest. I thought it'd be a real tough game. Considering they just had a 3-0 away winner at Anfield, our old ground. But no dice got put to the sword there. I swapped seats for one of my friends. His son was coming to the game, so I sit by Dave and Lee. So I sat by the away fans, and wow, those scabs went quiet quick. A few of them got kicked out. I got footage of it as well. It's in my match day vlog. They were throwing a few out. They started arguing. Yeah, fucking scabs. Hey, Forest. So that's your FA Cup Draw. I'd love to tell you when that FA Cup weekend is, but it's got to be January, and it's normally first week of January, something like that. And on TNT Sports, is Brackley Town playing in the FA Cup? Go ahead, Brackley. Oh, that's... Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a day. If you have enjoyed this live stream, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. Now, I said this last time, we're going to try and do more live streams. Just hard sometimes with work and life, but I will try and do one next week. I will. Nice one, Alan. Go and watch the build-up. I'm finishing up soon. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And below, if you have a look, there is the big Everton quiz that I'm hosting in the Blue House, which is, right opposite Everton's new ground. It's £250 for the winners. The link is if you scan this code right there, that code there. £2.50 for pints of cars and cola. Bottles of wine, £12. We've got signed merch to give away. We've got pot noodles. We've got all sorts. But yeah, please, if you're free this Friday, come on down. I do a good quiz. Anyone on the chat who's been to my quizzes a few years, I always do a good show. But yeah, please get involved. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Up the fucking toffees. Colin Chong, good evening. How do I end this? I've no idea. We're just going to keep going. We're not using it. We're using a new one called Restream. It's not the same way. Nice one, Terry. I might be here all night because I don't know how to end the stream. No, that's not it. Guess we're just staying. Oh no, there it is, end stream, right? I'm definitely going now. Up the fucking toffees.